Howdy, folks. How are y'all doing? Cub here, and welcome back to our Tekkit Legends Let's Play adventure. We are picking up where we left off last time, although technically we didn't leave off on anything to pick up on, did we? I guess we just kind of worked on gates, and as you can see, I've got all that cleaned up. I have done a little bit of tidying up over here. That big double chest we had was getting kind of full, so I replaced them with some alchemical chests, and if we take a look inside of here, you'll see we've got all of our stuff inside of here now. And then we have another one over here that does nothing, because we don't need that much space. But we're kind of getting to a fun part of the year. Christmas is almost upon us. If you live in the US, we've almost got Thanksgiving coming up, and I decided to go ahead and chart out when these episodes are going to be released in the future, and see if there's any landing on particular days. And there is! So I kind of there's a few different things we're working toward right now. We've got the Nether base, we've got Quarry 2.0, and we've got a secret project coming out probably next week. So I wanted to chart out the episodes, see what we had going on, and figure out what I want to do next, what I want to progress toward. And what I figured out is there's a lot of things I want to look at, but none of them really have a home in any of the episodes. All of the episodes I'm going to be doing probably for the next month or so that I've got planned out. And I don't have them all planned out, mind you, just a few of them. But none of them really have room for these little knickknacks and oddballs. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to put them all in this episode and maybe one other episode down the road. So I kind of sorted through them. And this episode, we're going to be looking at mobile power. For the most part. First things first, I want to upgrade my drill. This is kind of going to be a split episode, so we're going to do a little bit of mobile power, a little bit of upgrades. Let's go ahead and do that. I talked about doing it when I had some more EMC, and lo and behold, we've got plenty of EMC. It's not something we're going to run out of anytime soon. So we're going to take 3 diamonds, add them to our drill, and this is going to come in handy when we get to the Nether base, when we're going to need a diamond tip drill for reasons. And in fact, if you look over here, you'll see I've been looking at Nether, planning for Quarry 2.0. It's going to be really impressive. But now that we've got that out of the way, let's look at something a few people have commented on. I'm sorry if your comments aren't on the video. It's just they've been spread out across several episodes, so I might not be able to include all of them. Or, you know what? Maybe I won't include any if I can't include all of them, because a lot of people have recommended that we take a look, not at the advanced solar helmet, but the solar helmet, which is really cool. Basically, you plop it on your head, and it charges stuff, and you can either go with iron, or if you already have an iron helmet sitting around, you can use that. Do we happen to have... No, we wouldn't have that. Do you reckon we might have gotten one at some point and tossed it in here? No. No, of course not. But as you saw, the recipe, it's not all that complicated. Where did it go? We need a solar panel and some copper cables. Now, fortunately, I've already got some copper cables in here, so that's not something we're going to have to worry about. I don't think we've built a solar panel yet in this series, although we really should now that I think about it. What is this one? Oh, that's a lot of solar panels and a solar helmet. Solar panels, though, they're very basic. They're just some coal dust, some glass, a generator, and an electronic circuit. Now, here's a question. Do we want to go ahead and build the advanced solar helmet? Because I think that we do. I mean, if you're going to take step 1, you might as well take that extra step and go to step 2. So it looks like we're going to have to build 6 of these total. And if I do some rough math in my head, let's see, that's 1, 2 electronic circuits, 2, and then 2 times however many of these we need, 6, 12, 13, 14 electronic circuits. So I guess we'll start there. We're going to need a lot of copper cables, a bit of refined iron, and a bit of redstone. Now, to be honest, we have a situation right now. We could have a lot of copper cables. It's just I never make a lot of them for some reason. We're going to fix that right now. We're going to make so many, we have just an abundance left over. Because what does that hurt in the long run, really? I think, if anything, it's beneficial. So look at this. Almost 2 stacks of copper cables. Far more than we actually have, you know... There we go. 64, and we're going to go ahead and get some more rubber. And we're just going to turn these all into copper cables, because at some point we're going to need them. So I'll be darned, we might as well have them. Look at that. Got plenty of copper cables now for all of our copper cable needs. You call me up if you ever need copper cables. I'm here for you. 1-800, not a real number. That's 1-800, not a real number. Next up, we're going to need to... Oh, generators. Forgot all about those. We'll come back to them. Let's go ahead and focus on the coal dust, which does have an EMC value. Have I made it before? I have a feeling I have. Of course I have. We'll grab a stack of that. Look at this. This is going swimmingly. And here I was worried that this might be semi-complicated. Not at all. So we've got the coal dust and then just the glass. So we'll get a bunch of that. Awesome. So we can go ahead and make our solar panels. We'll throw all the items up here. And I only grabbed 3 iron. How many is actually involved in this process? None. Right, none for this. We will need a generator, though. So for the generator, we're going to need some re-batteries, a furnace, and some... lots of refined iron. So we'll go ahead and just grab... I'm thinking we have plenty of EMC above and beyond. Are y'all feeling the same thing I'm feeling? I'm feeling that above and beyond is definitely the way to go on this one. We're going to need some tin. We're going to need some redstone. We're really into that EMC. Not too worried about it, though. What else goes into a generator? I think that's it, really, isn't it? Oh, and some furnaces. Just grab a stack of those. There we go. So, in theory, if we throw all of this up here, we just have it kind of ready to call on, we should be able to hop in here and say, you know what? Build me some electronic circuits. I'm gonna need about 14 of those. And this should just... Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Okay, next up we're gonna need those solar panels. So, recipe... Nope. What have I done wrong? Oh, wait, hold on. We haven't actually made the generators yet, have we? Silly me. Generator. So I don't think this will work with the re-batteries. We'll go ahead and do this ourselves. Like I said, we're gonna have to create 6 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we need more, we can get more here in a bit. So these, and not an electronic circuit. We're gonna actually need our battery. Goodness gracious, this is all, it's all falling apart on me here. Boom, battery. And I said we're gonna need 6 of those. We could have made some more. Now that I'm thinking about it, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make more, but we're not going to. It's too late now. I've moved past it. So we can get the 6 of these, and now we should finally be able to make our solar panels. Yeah, look at that. So we'll make as many of these as we can, which should be, yep, 6. Take all the rest of these ingredients out, and then we just combine that with, okay then, that's fine. You know what, recipe, I understand. Sometimes you just don't want to work, and there's just no explaining it. There's no rhyme or reason. Ah, we don't have enough iron. Okay, my bad. I'm calling out the machine here, and really, it's my own darn mistake. It happens sometimes, folks. It does happen. Solar helmet. Now this guy's cool. Plop it down in your head. I'm not sure if it works indoors. I think it might work a little bit indoors. What I do know is that it will generate 1 EU per tick, so I think that comes out to 20 EU per second of energy. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's going to go right into our items. So this is a pretty great one if you just want to charge your stuff up passively without having to go to a charging station. It is pretty slow, though. We can upgrade it to the advanced one. You all have seen the recipe for that one, right? I think we've talked about it before, like 20 seconds ago. Let's go ahead and take it off our head, because we're going to need it. Put it back up in here. We'll clear the board. Oh, I don't know what I just did, but it cleared the whole board. Neato. We'll have to figure that out. So we're gonna need a gold insulated cable. I think is the only thing I don't have over here with me. We have 2 gold insulated cable, but we don't need that much insulation on our cable. It's just too much. It's crazy amounts of insulation. Far too much. I think we might be good to go on this. So let's do it ourselves here. Let's make sure if we can figure. Like, can we like have it? Can we just have it like printed in? No. I'm telling you, folks, there's just something not right about this. These to either side, helmet in the middle, advanced solar helmet. Now this one here, a little bit better, not a whole lot. It'll produce, I think, 8 EU per tick. So, about 8 times as much. And if you take a look at here, it should be reflected. Look at us, we're out here in the sun. There we go. That's actually pretty good. That's actually very good. Now, what do we do with all this energy? It's one thing to funnel it all into our tools, but what if I told you there's a way to store it and carry it around with us if we're willing to nix the jetpack, which is not a problem, because Swiftwolf's Rending Gale might be making an appearance sooner than expected, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's take a look at another item that people have been asking me to build for a while. This is the Batpack. What does it do? Well, what does it sound like it does? It's a battery backpack. It's going to take a few more cables, which isn't a major deal, and another electronic circuit. And again, someone made the recommendation I build a lot of these off screen and just have them ready to go. And right now I really wish I'd taken that advice, but you know what, I didn't? Going to now though. We'll have 3 of them. I don't know if we'll need more later, but just in case we do, we have them now. And you know what? We got the items. Let's do the same thing with batteries. I think we needed 6 of these. Yeah, we need 6 of them. Let's just go ahead and say we grab 12. And then that way I'll have some of those later if we need them as well. Recipe? No. No, I think it's probably because this one, I'm just going to take a shot in the dark because we have a different tin. It'll still work though. It'll still work just fine. There we go. Batpack. It's not charged. What we could do is we could take it downstairs and charge it, or using the nifty little thing on top of our head, and if we can get out here before the sun sets. Also, the charger on our head will still generate a little bit of electricity at night, just not a whole lot. So as you can see, that's charging up, and it should automatically distribute that to our tools as well as needed. I don't think it'll do it for the backpack though. Much quicker way to fill this up especially now that it's getting dark, would be to run downstairs and use the nifty charging bench table doom-a-flopper that we built several episodes back. So let's just head down there and do that, because, I mean, we built it for, like, a reason. We'll get it off of our body, we'll throw it in there. Yeah, that's going to charge up real quick. And while we're on the subject of charging things, there's another way you can charge these items. So check this one out. This one I completely forgot about, but I did build it by accident in my original Tekkit Classic series. These are static boots. They're like boots, except they charge as you walk. Not a whole lot. It's only 1 EU for every 5 blocks or 5 steps taken. So over 5 blocks, but that's still pretty good. And we combine that, you know, if you're working outside and you got the advanced solar helmet and you got these static boots, that's a pretty good deal. So we'll let that go ahead and continue to charge. We'll throw back on the backpack, because darn it, I'm in love with this thing. We'll head back upstairs and let's build these static boots. So one more glance at the recipe here. Iron, wool, copper, we've got most of those things. We just need a little bit of wool. Awesome, brown wool. We should probably invest in other colors of wool too. I don't have anything against brown wool. I just think that at some point it might be useful to have more. Awesome, static boots. So if we take all these things off and we put these on, let's see. Rubber boots, static boots, they look a lot alike. So you gotta... So that's how much EU... Okay, what? 26347. Let's see if it feeds directly to the jetpack. 26349. So yeah, it does seem to work. Again, it's not great. You're not going to rely on this to give you a lot of juice. But when combined with the solar helmet, it does help you get a little bit more for your money when it comes to using these things. Backpack can also be charged from it, so that's a pretty good deal. And there you have it. We now have our upgraded diamond drill, our chainsaw, we have a backpack, we have advanced solar helmet, and we have some static boots. So we have now got mobile power, and we're set to go on any potential build projects coming up in the not too distant future, not super close either. There's only one other item that I could recommend us build, and we do have a little bit of time left, but really, let's just check the recipe here. Is there anything that we can't easily get to? Okay, yeah, advanced. So we've got a compressor. We could do this. We're gonna build a mining laser, cause it's flippin' awesome. That, and I can't think of any other handheld items in Industrial Craft Classic that we could build. If you have a suggestion though, definitely comment down below and let me know. We'll take a look at them. But this guy here has always been really cool. It's a lot of fun, and it can be used as a weapon, so what's not to love? It pretty much mines anything. Have we built advanced circuits before? I've got a feeling we've done it at least once in this series. If not, this is going to be sort of our first foray into it. All we need is some lapis. I believe we've got... Oh, and some glowstone. I think we've got everything else we need down in the... I almost said downstairs. Down here in our project table. What else do we need? That's it. Look at that. And we'll make 2, because we might need more for something else later on. I'm trying to think future-mindedly. Now, these guys are a little bit expensive. Not redstone, of course. It's going to be a lot of redstone and some diamonds. So we've got some redstone here. All we need is 2 diamonds. We'll grab the 2 of them. Toss them down here. And then the advanced alloy is just going to be some refined iron, some bronze, not copper. I get that confused a lot. And some tin. So all we need is that bronze. Have I made it before? You darn right I have. I remember making it. I think I made it for a wrench at one point. So let me see if I can remember in my mind what that recipe looked like. I think this is the correct order. Oh, wow, I actually got it. So how many of these do we need? That'll give us 4. 6 will be good. We might get more when we smelt them, though. Let me check. No, we don't. Okay, well, this will give us 6 of them. And I wonder if a rolling machine would work. I don't think we built a compressor before, but do you think we could... No, we can't use a rolling machine. Well, that's fine. We need to build a compressor anyway. It's going to be really useful later on. Not this one. We'll get to the singularity compressor at some point, but not today. We'll grab stone, and once again, how awesome would it be to have a transmutation table just integrated with a project table? Wouldn't that just be great? I think that would be great. I think we've got everything we need for this. Oh, you know what we don't have? One of these. There we go. So we've got this. We'll place it in the center. And we will add all the parts around it. Or I will add them all myself. Or I will make... Oh, right. I turned into an advanced circuit. Bad decision on my part. I take full responsibility for that. I think I'm about to do this recipe wrong again. Yep. It's just the 1 iron in the middle. With the redstone to either side. We get 2 more of these. We're running out of space up here. Goodness gracious. We've done a lot this episode, even though it hasn't been that long. So we've got our compressor. Now, my only concern here is that it's going to blow up if we plug it into our power source. So do we happen to have any more transformers that we've built? I don't think we have. What went into a transformer? transformer. We're going to need, I think, 2 of them. We're stepping up from medium voltage, right? I don't think we need 2 of them. Although, I guess better safe than sorry. Ugh, I don't want to build one right now, though. Can I just take one out of these other machines? They're not doing anything. That wouldn't hurt anything, right? Well, that one needs to be doing something. This one's not doing anything, though. And as long as I remember to put them back, I shouldn't have any trouble. Am I right? I feel like this is probably a bad idea. We need to hook it up, though, so let's grab our fiberglass cables. Maybe I'll build another one, a couple more transformers off screen. Well, this isn't good. You're gonna have to go. Thank you. And I'm gonna have to fix this. Just give me a second. That got complicated fast. Okay. Perfect. Not a whole lot comes down this way, but, you know, at least we've got that taken care of. Now, my sweet, wonderful compressor. Compress me some metal. Is it gonna take a while? We should probably consider making that advanced one. What do I do in the meantime? I guess nothing. Maybe take a nap. Look at that. 5. Okay, that's more than enough. I think we only needed 4. What else goes into this thing? What happened to my laser? Bring back my laser. You go for a nap and all of a sudden this stuff just goes down. Right. Okay. Redstone. Surrounding our diamonds. We'll get our 2 energy, they do not stack, crystals. And then, if you want to watch something impressive here, I reckon I can do this one from memory. It wasn't too bad. Look at this. Boom. Mining laser. Hot diggity. It should start filling up with energy right away. With our bat pack and everything else we've got. Right? Theoretically? Charge up, darn you. No? Mining laser? Please, mining laser? I've got on all the stuff. Just charge up, why don't you? You darn... Okay. Maybe it needs to go, like, have its teeth cut on something. So I just learned some very disappointing news from a very reputable source, that source being Wikipedia. Apparently the mining laser is not compatible with our bat pack. Also, I figured out how to get these things to charge. You just have to start using them. But it's not compatible. Tragic though that may be, we are going to continue with the episode as soon as it's charged. Now, if you've never used a mining laser before, let me go ahead and warn you right now, you can wreak absolute havoc with this thing. It's not as bad as, let's say, a destruction catalyst, which you can just completely wreck yourself with for like in a major way, but this is still pretty bad. So you have a few different modes on here that you can switch between. Depending on the mod pack, the number might be different. I think it's M or V in this pack. We'll find out as soon as we get it out. But normal beam is just average power. It travels up to 64 blocks and just breaks stuff. It's pretty good. I think block penetration is like 6 stone or 24 dirt. It's pretty cool. Low focus is very short range beam, very small power. You can do a long range, which is like a high powered beam, lots of power. Scatter shot, explosive horizontal, superheat, which will actually smelt ores as it's we'll demo all of this in here just a second. Just waiting on it to charge. Alright, so we're back outside to put this thing through its paces. I found out that the mode switch key is bound to M, naturally, but unfortunately the map is also bound to M. So I went into settings, and you can do this too, just options, controls, scroll down here to IC2 keys, and I changed it to up, because I can easily get to the up key. So what you do is you hold down up, and then you tap the right mouse button, and you can switch the remote. So we got low focus here, and let's go down here where I don't mind destroying something. I don't really want to destroy any of the mountain. I kind of like it. This block, though, there we go. You have to be right on top of the block for it to actually be destroyed in low focus mode, which is good if you don't want to wreak havoc in your base, if you want to be extremely cautious. You want to take it up a notch? Long range mode? Check this out. Yeah, and it's still going. I bet you can hit the top off that tree there. You're darn right I can, and away it goes. That's pretty cool. Horizontal, be careful with this one. Is that it? Are we done? Are we done? That was horizontal mode, everyone. That didn't seem to do what I think it's supposed to do. Hold on. Horizontal. Mining laser aiming is too steep. Okay. Well, I can't seem to get that one to work the way I think it's supposed to. Let's move on. Superheat is cool, so check this out. You got some copper ore? Not anymore, you don't. You got a copper bar. Now, of course, you'd be better off properly harvesting this, taking it inside, turning it into dust first, because you get, like, twice as much. But still, that's pretty cool. Also, I'm not wearing a jetpack right now. Keep forgetting that. Next up, we got scatter. Again, be careful with it. that one can get you in a lot of trouble. Imagine doing that in your base. Absolutely awful. And then we have what might be the most devastating mode of all, explosive. Except for me, because I have mob griefing turned off, which turns off explosive damage, I guess. I just destroyed one block with all that. Well, there you go. I guess I'm safe. You guys, though, not so much. You might want to be careful with that one. And then we just have standard mining, which will dig through a few blocks, so it can still be a bit of a bear to deal with, but not too bad. I think you're probably better off leaving it on low focus mode. Let's go check on the quarry and see how it does, and we'll probably end the episode here. First off, though, let me put my jetpack back on. Oh, here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Time for some combat with this thing. Let's put it in a good mode for combat. Probably long range would be good. Come at me! Oh, wow, and it catches them on fire, too. I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, we'll burn them. Come here, creeper. Oh, perfect. See if we can't hit a spider. Very nice. Enderman? Oh, yeah, you can hit the Enderman with them. How good is that? Can't do that with a bow and arrow. Whoa, we just one-shot a spider. Are you okay, Enderman? Jeez, are you just never going to die? Look at him, he can't decide what's going on. Let's finish off these creepers. Oh, we're all out of juice. Well, it looks like we're at level 10 in our quarry now, and it's still going down. There's tons of ores in the side of the mountain, though. Just look at this. It's crazy. And you know what would be good is if I still had power in our nifty little laser here, I could just blast away at those ores and then just fly up and collect them. Unfortunately, I don't have any power left. I think probably between this episode and next, I'll have to move the quarry to a new location, which means we might have to figure out a way to sort of tidy up the earth around here. I was considering just widening the quarry and allowing it to go around sort of the rim and just get more of the stuff. But I think we'd probably be better off moving it somewhere where we can just get a whole lot of new stuff. And folks, I think that probably does it for this episode. It went a little bit longer than I had intended because I wasn't really planning on doing the mining laser, and the episode wasn't supposed to be about the mining laser. It was supposed to be about mobile power, backpacks, static boots, your advanced solar helmets. Heck, the mining laser doesn't even work with these things because it has to be powered in a high-powered charging device. But I think it's still been a fun episode, and I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Now, when we come back here, some of you folks may know it's gonna be a special day, and so it might not be an episode that you would be expecting, but it'll still be good. I'll see y'all then. Bye. I went ahead and I took a chance. I did something you should never do. I went ahead and went all out and got like the legendary, super special, got everything with it edition, which I normally don't recommend because if you end up hating a game and you do that, you just hate yourself for the longest time. A lot of self-resentment there. Don't resent oneself. Don't buy the super... But I bought that because it's Star Wars. And I was like, yeah, I like Star Wars. Gotcha.